tragic. Absolutely
Definitely
tragic for
tragic.
Ty. But that's okay because Ty is also going to be participating in this event. So it's going to be kind of a fun little insight to see exactly what the mind of a player might go through, as well as a fellow broadcaster with us. But I didn't introduce myself. My name is Prepaid. I am a fellow helper along around here, and we do our best to put on the best production possible for you. But let's get into the games. The first few games we had, some of the players were absolutely popping off, and I have to point out the Widows. You two were there, firsthand experience. Tell me about Revenant. Tell me about what was it, Mina? It started with an
Minnie.
M. Minnie.
Yeah.
Tell me
Mini.
about Minnie. These two players back and forth all night.
Whew. Oh man, we saw Revenant just popping off. I think that he's going to be a really high stakes player that coaches are going to want to trade for, going to want to grab first. Not only on the Widow and Ash, but on the Doomfist. We had some great Doomfist play coming in from Revenant. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And both of those DPS were able to be so successful because they had stellar healing pockets as well. We consistently saw them being damage boosted, them playing with the pharmacy combo, still being healed up every time they got a little graze on the soldier on the shoulder. So really nice Overwatch play from the teams.
And many did great too, but Matt Thrillers and Revenant's DPS combo, that was so deadly on that control map. So I'm pretty excited to see what DPS combos we're even going to get for these coaches.
Yeah, and which ones they'll pick up the 2 or 3 that have the best synergy together too.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And then Ty, I know you didn't get to see any of the games, but you know some of these players from a while back, Mevin included. Tell me about some of the standouts from back then and what you expect when you play with maybe even potentially your friends from back in the day on former teams.
Well, I might need a little bit of a reminder on some of the people who I might know. If Mevin's in, he's a feeder, but he's a good feeder. He'll be able to do some good work. Is Blocks in it? Because if so, I'm scared forever picks him up.
Oh, is he good?
No.
No.
I'm kidding. He's good. I'm kidding. He's
Oh,
good.
no.
He's fine. It's pretty good.
That's too funny.
Oh, shots fired early.
Well, without throwing too much shit at any of the players, I feel like there was standout moments for a lot. Supports, you had standout moments for tanks. But honestly, for me, who stole the show were the DPS standouts. The DPS constantly finding the initial picks, constantly getting the right movement, constantly positioning themselves for success. And along behind them were the healers. I got to pass it over back to the casters who were there firsthand. While you were watching all this happen, did it ever cross your mind that any of these picks would be the number 1 overall?
I mean, that's pretty, of course, right? Everybody loves the flashy DPS players that get the kills. Those are the things that bring in the fancy plays and the compilation videos. They're the people who are usually recognized at the forefront. It's the unsung heroes in the back who are supporting them that can really make or break your team. Overwatch is a team game. And, I hope the coaches don't get too distracted at, ooh, shiny DPS player.
Yeah, and we had some really great supports in the lineup. We had Zip Barrow coming with the strong Moira. We had Rise Up with Lucio and Anna getting those nasty nades, as well as Fluffalo. He had some great nades as well. So that choice in the end is also going to be a really tough choice for the coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. Ty, I think they're going to have a tough choice with you because they didn't actually get to watch you play, if I'm not mistaken, right? You didn't even get to play in this one?
Nope, didn't play in this one, didn't play in the last one. But I do remember from the last one, I think one of the only names I do remember is Revenant. They did play yesterday, correct?
Yes, they did.
I remember that player. That is a player who I remember seeing yesterday, and I'm excited to see whoever picks him up.
And I think right now what I'm leaning towards is Revenant number 1 overall. If you don't pick up Revenant right this minute, any of you coaches listening and watching, I feel like you might be making the biggest mistake of the tournament. I mean, regardless of however his other characters are, the other heroes he plays, the Widow by itself could be enough to carry you through a map, maybe even 2. So that's just a hard hitter for that. But for anybody that doesn't understand what we're about to do, and we'll get more in depth when we pass it over to our GM Spen, when he goes in and he is going to explain the draft to you guys. But what we're doing is an auction style draft where we put a player up and the coaches have a currency that they get to spend on each player. Now they have a limited set currency, which means that if they blow their entire point-based system on one player, they're just going to get what's left of the pickings. So they have to have a little bit of a mind game with each other, trying to decide on who gets to bid or who's going to bid the highest and who's going to pay the highest price for a player. Now, Revenant being probably our potential number one overall, maybe even Hot. Hot had some few plays. You saw the tank play. The Reinhardts were very aggressive. Those could also go on number one overall. And we had a few Anna sleeps that were absolutely outrageous. These are all in the running for number one overall. And it's up to these coaches to figure out exactly which one is going to be the best one and what the right price is. That's the important thing. And where do you guys think, because we've averaged it out, it's about 17 to 20 points or 20 monies, if you will, for each player. So that's going to be roughly the average. What do you think a number one overall picks cost would go to? And I want to go to Ty first. How much do you think someone should be spending on their first overall pick?
Well, I think the way it's going to work is the further along you get, the more people are going to be spending. I think at first people are going to be really liberal, at least with the first one, maybe two picks at the very least. I think it's the middle where you're going to see the most big money transactions go out, because by that point, they're like, all right, these players are coming up. I already spent a little bit on cheap. I'm going to go for some big players. I want to go big now. And I think by the tail end of it, they'll just be picking up the scraps at that point. They're not going to have any points left. They already spent it. There's obviously going to be a lot of teams who save their points until the very end and some who just blow it right away. But I think most are going to be in that first category of just get it in the middle.
Okay. What about you, Sid? What Waffles? What are you feeling for? Is it going to be a quick sprint, or do you think it's going to be a marathon?
Oh man, it depends on the styles of drafting that coaches take, right? Personally, for me, if I was going to be going into this draft, I'm not looking for the number one player. I don't want to drop all that money and fight that battle. I'm looking for either the number one healer or number two healer, and either the number two or number three DPS, right? We saw a lot of really phenomenal pockets, and I think that having two of those strong characters or two of those strong players who can work well together as well could go really far, much farther than a potential solo carry by one DPS. But that's coming from my opinion if I were to be coaching and doing this draft.
Yeah, absolutely. And as the healing goes, so goes your team. So that actually might not end up being a terrible strategy. I actually kind of really appreciate that, playing the slow con. That's kind of funny. Let's click it over to Tropic then. So we've got the slow con. We've got the maybe the middle big time purchases. In what fashion do you think that these teams should be spending their money?
Main tanks are hard to come by, especially ones that can create that space for DPS to pop. So maybe the big money should be potentially going to reliable main tanks and tank line. We definitely have some great healers in the loop. We have, a dime a dozen for DPS, but if you have that strong front line coming in, that could make or break a team.
Absolutely.
We've all been in those games where we have Ryan just charging in, and you're like, "Oh, Ryan, what are you doing?" And so
that's how you have fun.
He's racing, right? That's how you play Overwatch.
What else is there to do as ride? Are there buttons other than shift?
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so I agree with the main tank point. So I know you were cast in the game. Which main tank stood out to you?
There was honestly so many. Plasma Turtle had some great blocks to the shatter. Pascal, the duel between Pascal and Crazy Cat. I played with both of them in the past, and that was insane. Those are both really strong picks as well. But Oro was doing great on the off tank. Oh my goodness. And offbeat. So there's definitely some great picks coming on. My guess would say that maybe Pascal would be a potential first pick.
Yep.
Maybe offbeat and Oro would be potential first picks for the off tank position. So we'll see. I'm curious who will be going first in our draft.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you think that main tank will be prioritized over off tank for the draft? Or I guess I could see both coaches, depending on who's left as well, having to not really pick the specific order. Because right now we're assuming DPS is going to get picked first, which, true. That's the shiny DPS, blah, blah, blah. But after that, what do you guys think? Who's going to get, like, which role do you think will actually get vetted next?
I
Well, if you
mean, oh, go
sorry.
ahead, Ty. Go
All right.
ahead.
So I think if you ask me, the two most important roles on your team are main tank and main support. You can have a bad off tank and be fine. Like, it's going to be rough, but we've seen teams do it in the past. You can have a bad hit scan as long as they can sometimes click their heads, like mistakes back in
Mm.
season 1 of Overwatch League. You can have a bad flex CPS. You can have a bad flex support. But I think you need a good main support and you need a good main tank. If either of those two are lacking at all, I think your team just doesn't look as good as it should. So, and especially because, to my knowledge, those are two of the smaller categories in this tournament. If I'm correct, they're
Mhm.
probably going to be on even higher demand.
Well, especially if you spend your currency on your shiny DPS, you definitely
Yeah.
want a healer to pocket them to victory.
True. Very true.
So we might I think that next pick would probably go to support, honestly.
See, and I look at it as in a different light, and so I like what every one of you is saying here. With what is more important. I look at the in-game leader role. I'm looking for someone that can bring a randomly assembled team together, and I feel like those teams will perform better and do better in the transition period as we get into the later stages of the tournament. But I saved the best for last. The tournament, or I'm sorry, the draft isn't the only thing we're doing tonight. Trades will come at the end of it. So let's go with the premise that DPS is the shiny new toys in the toy box.
Ooh.
What are the chances that, let's just say, for example, Revenant, Hot, Mini, one of these gets picked up first? Who is gonna be trading those tanks? Like, how many tanks are worth one DPS? How many supports are worth one tank? Like, do you got? Can anybody give me a ballpark of when the trades start coming through? Who's offering what?
Ooh.
Whew.
I think, we do have some of the classes that are not as plentiful for player selection. So I actually think it's possible that DPS might have to get traded for things like a tank role
Ooh.
out of necessity, because we have so many DPS people. I think that, what if coaches overspend on DPS and then have to trade them because they don't have any tank players? Oh,
Ooh, that
that's
would be.
Mhm.
I
Ooh.
think
rough planning.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that no matter how bad your DPS are, tanks and supports, they can do damage.
True.
DPS can't do tanking. DPS can't do supporting. You can have bad DPS and be fine. Like, you can get the good DPS early and then just trade
Mm.
them away for the main tank or main support or whatever you wanted later. And then, sure, you might have some crummy DPS left over, but it's probably the least important area. You can have a pretty bad Widowmaker as long as your Winston kills 4.
Well, I
Mm.
mean, we did see some of those DPS play some healers. So,
Mhm.
good aim could go hand in hand with some good Ana plays, some good nade plays. But tanks are just completely different on that sense. So I could see some DPS players being traded in for a good Reinhardt player or a
True.
good Winston player, like some sort of main support, or even somebody who can play Hammond. Those stalls can be really crucial in a tourney.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spin to
And the
win.
displacement that he brings too.
Mhm.
Like that alone, the type of chaos that creates, especially in a game where, these teammates aren't super familiar with each other. That's that extra second, half second it takes them to recover and, regroup back up into the way that they want. That's, that could be the moment that makes or breaks them right there.
Yep. And Chad, I see you. You all are sitting there squirming, waiting for this thing to start up. And I got good news for you. The coaches are ready. The draft is ready. So we are going to be kicking it over to Spen. But before we do, we want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much. If you like this, share it. Get it out there. Let everyone know what we're doing. And in the meantime, we will see you back here right after the draft when Spen and the coaches are done picking and done trading. We will go and recap
No audio.
Mans is muted.
Crazy.
Prepaid.
There's no audio on stream.
Crazy, you're muted.
Sorry.
You're
That's like
good, man.
my only mission here is to beat Mevin. No one else. Don't care.
Love it. Love it.
There's no audio.
Mevin,
Yes,
roll
please.
with it. Pascal, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. So I'm the server's resident Diamond Ryan One Trick, and also one of the few who have Elf with Nevin. I intend to do the same in the tournament.
Love it.
You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go get
Who
Chris and go.
is Rise Up?
It's like another.
I am
hour.
Rise Up. I'm Quicksilver's coach, and I'm not even thinking about Mevin.
I love that.
No one's coming after me, bro.
All right. Last but not least, 3. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm 3. I'm the digit that comes between 2 and 4.
Good
I'm
one.
gonna draft a team.
Damn, what an intro. That's legendary. Okay. So for all of you that are watching on Twitch, this draft is going to be auction style. So effectively, each of these team captains / coaches have 100 units of an arbitrary currency, as you can see down here in their starting budgets. Each player will go for whatever they bid out at. So we're going to start each bid for each player at 1 currency, and however high it goes, may the highest bidder win, and they will effectively get that person drafted to their team. At the end of the draft, so when all players are assigned to the teams, we're going to have 3 rounds of trades. And after those 3 rounds, the teams will be set, and these coaches will be reaching out to you players. So look forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm sure that people are going to get pretty tilted at some of these decisions. So does anyone have any questions before we get started?
No.
All right, taking silence is none. Perfect. Let's start with, who should we start with? Let's start with Mini, GDH, starting at 1 currency.
Oh no.
10.
Offbeat for 10.
20.
20 to Pascal.
21.
21 to, who said that?
Hobo.
Hobo said
25.
25 to Mevin.
30.
36.
36 to Crazy.
Okay, that's not what I said, but I'll take it.
39.
37.
37 to Mevin.
39.
39 to Pascal.
Fuck you, Pascal.
39 to Pascal. Going once.
40.
40 to Mevin.
41.
41 to Pascal. Going once. Going twice.
42.
42 to Offbeat. 42 to Offbeat. Going once. Going twice.
43.
43 to Pascal.
Oh, fuck.
Have fun with that one.
43 going once. 43 going twice. 43 to Pascal.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
For Mini.
Mans is worth it, guys. Good pick. Good
He
pick.
is.
Mans is worth lots and lots of currency. Okay. Well, that was more spicy than I anticipated for the first person out of the
Well,
gate.
you picked one of the
You picked
hottest
Mini as-
commodities on the market.
Literally the most hot player as the first.
Okay. Well, let's crank up the heat some more. Let's see. How can I do this?
I don't think you can.
I think
Yeah.
I can because there's not a lot of supports here. So let's go Tuna, starting at 1 currency.
12.
Ooh, was that a 20 from 3?
Yes, that was a 20 from 3.
That's a 20 to 3.
Rude.
Chat, I did call it mini hot. And I will say it again.
That's still a 20 to 3. Going
30.
once. 30 to Mevin.
35.
30. Whoa!
35 to
Whoa!
Offbeat. 35
Okay.
going once.
40.
40 to 3. 40 going once. 40 going twice. Sold for 40
Yes!
to 3.
Yes! Tuna worth millions. Facts, bro. Facts, Chad.
Alrighty. Secularis going for 1. Secularis going for 1
I'll
still.
give it 3.
3 to Crazy. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Crazy for 3.
You guys are getting way too high.
Easy clap on Crazy's team.
No, there's a plan, man. You don't know the plan.
This plan's gonna get rolled. That's the plan.
All right, moving on through. Let's do Joel for 1.
Joel sucks.
Rude. Joel for 1.
He's a main tank player. Not taking it.
It
5.
wasn't even here.
5. 5 to who?
Pascal.
Pascal says 5. Going once. Going twice. Sold for 5. Alrighty. Let's switch over to hit scan. Let's do sneak. Sneak for 1.
I'll take him for 1.
Sneak for 1 to Mevin. Going once.
3.
3 to offbeat.
Fuck you, offbeat.
Going once. Going twice. Sold to offbeat for 3. Okay. Let's do projectile. Wolfie for 1.
I'll take Wolfie.
Wolfie for 1 to Mevin.
2.
4.
2 to 4 to Mevin.
10, Hobo.
8.
9.
2. Oh, who said 10?
Me.
Hobo.
Mevin
said
to 10.
Then I said 11.
12.
We're going to 15.
16.
16. 17.
25.
26.
Jesus Christ.
Mevin, you know that many points?
26
I don't think
to
Mevin
Mevin.
30.
30 to rise up for... Oh,
30. Yeah, that's too fucking high.
31 to Hobo.
32.
32 to Mevin.
33.
33 to 3.
34.
34 to Mevin.
37.
37 to offbeat.
38.
Rise, that was
Oh
rise.
god. 38 to who?
Me.
Mevin. Going once.
39.
39 to rise up.
Can we do trades at the end or no?
40.
Yes, there's trades at the end. 40 to
Okay.
Mevin.
41.
43.
43 to whoever said that.
Rise.
Rise. 43
Okay.
going once.
That's it.
44.
44 to Mevin. Once. Twice.
46.
Oh. 46 to... Is that crazy that said that?
Who's rise up?
Rise up. 46 to rise up. Going
47.
once. 47 to Mevin. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Mevin for 47.
I don't even know who Wolfie is. I'm just trying to raise your prices.
He's the other
This
best.
kid
It was
better be a
Revenant.
fucking owl player.
Gonna
Jesus.
fucking roll mini. Guaranteed.
Spicy. Spicy. There's some hot commodities. Let's move on. Off supports. Let's go PXM.
Fuck is that?
25.
25 to crazy. Going once. Going twice. Sold to crazy for 25.
I don't even know who that is.
I
Yeah,
don't
me
know.
neither.
I want a nice, strong gold team to back me up.
Love it. Love it. We're going to go back to hit scan because we've got a bunch. Let's go with... Did we already do mini?
Yeah,
It's
we
the
did.
same mini 3?
Yeah, it is.
Is he on there twice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the same
There are
mini.
several people that are on there twice.
Oh, it's because those were the hidden rows that you hid in the spreadsheet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we'll have to figure that out as we go. Who else is on here twice? Offbeat that you see?
That's it.
Gucci.
Uh,
Gucci.
Well, he's playing 2 different roles, so it doesn't matter.
Aurora.
Whatever role he picks, you take the other one away.
Because it's Aurora and Lea Aurora.
Those are the same people? Or
Yeah.
same person?
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
person.
I think that's all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Let's do Slinky for 1.
Hold up, let me pull up Overbuff real quick.
I'll take him
Come
for
on,
1.
y'all. Need to be
I'll take him
prepared
for 1.
here.
I'll take him for
Oh,
1.
he is.
All right, 1 to
Yeah,
Mevin.
I'm not familiar with Slinky.
Going once. Going twice. Sold to Mevin for 1.
That's a steal. Forget
Mevin
it.
gets a potential steal here.
If Art signs up, can I pick up Art?
Fuck Art.
Maybe. Okay. Let's do another hit scan. Let's do Matt Thriller for 1.
He's good.
8.
8 to rise up. Going once.
Wait, who are we on?
Matt Thriller for 8.
Oh,
Going to rise
okay.
up.
Sorry.
Once. Twice. Sold for 8.
Did VN not sign up? I assume.
They're
No,
not up
I
here. They
guess
didn't sign
not.
up.
I think it's work.
I think our game tomorrow's at 7. Unless we're playing it.
All right, guys. Hold on 1 second.
Oh yeah, 50 points left. Fuck.
Oh, Gucci's on there twice. One in off tank, one in main tank.
We know.
Oh.
Well, it's because he's multiple role. So whichever.
Let's take him. Is he mostly main tank?
Mostly
Yeah,
main
mostly
tank.
main
Yeah,
tank,
take
I
him
took
off.
it off.
Thank
I
you.
took it off.
Okay. Moving on. Let's do an off tank. Let's do work for 1.
Work? Like the work?
Yeah, I'll take
The
it.
work for 1. Anyone for 1?
Yeah, rise up.
Rise up for 1.
2.
Once. Mevin for 2.
5,
Rise up for
7.
5. Ooh,
10,
11.
14,
15.
20,
21.
23,
Oh,
24.
25,
26.
30.
I'm not going to 30. He's not worth 30.
30 going
Wow.
once.
Oh man, you caught him not worth 30.
30 going twice. Sold for 30 to rise up.
You two are just wild.
Yeah, they just keep bidding and bidding and bidding.
Bidding's fun.
Watch out here. I think Mevin's
I
gonna try
only
to just bid
spent
people
8.
out.
Probably.
I have a plan.
You said for 30, right? I'm not
Yes,
crazy.
yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna get rid of some more of these hit scans because there's a lot of them. Let's do Vapor Blade for 1.
Who's Vapor Blade?
I'm
Yeah, I
not.
don't know.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it.
Does he have a public profile? Question.
Anybody on Vapor
Is there
Blade?
just like people that did not come today? I'm trying to think of who actually came today and played Hitscan.
Yeah. it's-
I'll bid 1.
Pascal for 1. Going once. Going twice.
Unless his Discord ID.
Sold for 1. All right. Let's do Mike OC for 1.
Hot. No thanks.
No one wants the main support.
5.
5 to Pascal. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Pascal for 5.
Shoot,
Getting these low deals over here.
I need supports.
Okay. Projectile. Let's do Unbreakable for 1.
I'll do 1.
2.
5,
6.
8.
9.
Have fun.
I will.
9. 9
11.
11. 11
Wait,
rise up.
I have 2 projectiles now. Whoops. Whatever.
Yep. That's why I said have fun.
11 to
fine.
rise up. Going once. Going
11 to
twice.
rise up. I thought I. Oh, whatever.
Did
Oh
you
my
say
God,
11?
Chris in the
What?
chat.
Was I 11 or were you 11 rise up?
I was 11. You were 9.
Oh, whatever.
All right. Sold to rise up. For 11. Okay. Let's do Koi, right? That's how you say that? Koi for 1.
Who's Koi? I feel like I know Koi. Sounds like a fish.
Yeah, it is a fish.
Because it is a fish, but
Go 1.
Correct. It is a fish.
Can't find the player. Like, are these your Discord
4.
IDs?
These are battle tags.
Well, this
Oh,
battle
look
tag
at the
doesn't exist.
Discord ID for you, okay? Oh, it's Magic. It's the guy from Blue.
Oh. 5.
Oh, in that case, 10,
10.
11.
15,
16.
17,
20.
21,
24.
25,
26.
26 to Mevin.
27.
28.
29.
30.
31.
32.
32 to Mevin.
you two crackheads.
Going once.
33.
Ooh, I can't go higher than that.
33 to Pascal. Going once.
I have no support.
Going twice. Sold to Pascal for 33.
Pascal's got a stacked team, lucky, bro.
That's because I have players.
Yeah, anyway.
All
We'll just
right,
snag all
let's
the remaining
do-
for one.
Let's do format this just a bit. Okay. Let's do Gucci for 1.
12.
On main tank. 12 to offbeat.
How would
Going
you go
once.
12? No one said anything.
Going twice.
Yeah, he just went for 12. He could have gotten it
Sold.
for 1.
You could have got him for 1, bro.
I thought people were gonna bid.
I did too,
No,
honestly.
it's
Who the
Vert,
hell are
bro.
people voting for?
You got
That's
baited.
Vert.
I
You got
guess.
baited.
You could have had a steal, dude. I bet 40.
All right, let's do hit scan for 1.
10.
That's a hit scan from Scarlet?
Yeah, that is the hit scan from Scarlet. I don't know if he intends on participating, but
10,
he is
10
pretty
to
good.
who?
Is he better than 9?
Hobo said 10. Going once.
11.
12.
13.
14.
14 to Hobo. Going once. Twice. Sold the Hobo for 14.
What a steal. You're playing 43 for people?
Well, those are the
No-
best DPS that we paid for. That's why they're.
No one said
high.
that Mevin was good at money.
Yeah,
Spend.
I spent $45 anyway.
There's one from Pichu.
A particular Pichu who did sign up.
Which one? Where's Pichu at? Is it he with
No,
Tachi?
he asked to take himself off.
He wants back in.
Oh, Pichu wants back in. Interesting.
Tell him he needs to DM me that, and then we'll put him back on the
He
roster.
did.
Oh, look at that.
DM'd you.
What's Pichu
Okay.
playing?
He's
Probably-
flex.
Oh, that's a steal.
Okay. All right, let's do Icy Hells for 1.
I'll take him for 1.
Mevin for 1.
5.
Does that rise up for 5?
5 for Pascal.
Pascal.
2 off tanks, Pascal.
That's
Going
what I did
once.
last time. That's the 3 strat.
Going twice. Sold to Pascal for 5.
There's not a lot of players left. I have nobody.
I know, nobody's
Pascal,
called it.
you have 6 now.
I'm aware.
Okay, just so you know.
8 credits.
Everybody's got to get 6,
Eight
so you're
more
kind of on hold here until everybody has 6.
So they're basically waiting for trades now.
Right. Pascal is for sure.
I mean, he only has 8, so like we can beat him out from
he
most
used
of the
his
anything we
budget. He
want.
used his budget well. Really
He
well.
did well. Yeah, he did well. Anyways, I mean, he has mini, so.
Who's
Okay.
next?
Big Chungus is next
Okay, I will take
for
1,
1.
2.
4,
5.
5.
8.
10.
He's not even gonna
12.
participate. This is a bad
I'll get
idea,
him
guys.
to, I'll get him to
Wait,
participate.
is this
Wait, is
true?
he not?
No, he's not. He's intending on not participating, but
If
I
that's
need
the
him.
case, it's a slot you can fill with whoever. So that
Okay.
effectively should make the price go way up.
I
Wait,
mean,
what were we at?
12.
you guys
I
are at
think.
12.
We're at 8 or 12. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Who said that? What did I say?
Me.
Mevin, of
13.
course, Mevin.
14,
15.
16,
How many points do I got? 15. 20.
21,
25.
26,
27.
28.
30.
30 to Hobo. Going once.
35.
36.
36 to Hobo.
37.
38. I'm taking
No,
the
no, no,
spot.
no. You don't need to take him. You don't need to take him.
Get him, Hobo.
38 to Hobo.
39.
40.
40 to Hobo.
Okay, take it.
Going once. Twice. Sold for 40.
Plan. It's all coming together now.
Oh, this man's gonna be like, yeah, I got an OWO friend, and it's gonna fill that slot.
Maybe.
Get fucking swimmer in here.
Okay. Let's do C Fresh or Shea Fresh
Who's that? Are they here tonight?
for 1.
No.
I'll take them for 1.
Mevin might be getting another sweet deal here.
You can have your sweet deal, bud.
No rebuts here? No all bids? Alright. For 1.
It's a free slot.
I mean,
They don't count.
Yeah, but
it's
you're
working
killing
out for you. You still got some budget left.
51, yeah.
Okay. Let's do Watashi for 1.
2.
2.
I'm going
Watashi.
1. I'm going 2.
It's Coco.
3.
Not a bad pick.
4.
Not a bad pick at all.
5.
Wait, how many credits I got left? 18. 18.
19.
God, man.
Nice
Better
try,
have
Nova.
it.
19 so far. Going once. Going twice. Sold for 19.
Fire this man.
Yeah, that is rude, man. That was literally rude.
Well, don't waste your credits next time, Hobo. Not my problem.
That's worth it. That's completely worth it.
All right, let's do Val for 1.
1.
2.
3.
He said he didn't want to go for 1. I didn't want to make him feel bad.
Is that a 4 or is that a no 4?
That's not a 4.
That is still a 3 to Mevin. Going once.
4,
5.
Oh,
6,
10.
12,
13.
16,
18.
18 to Mevin. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Mevin for 18.
He knows how to nano me properly, so it's going to be easy.
That is a tall task, that's for sure.
That is for sure.
All right, let's do Plasma Turtle for 1.
1,
5,
10,
1 more slot.
12,
13,
15,
16,
20,
22,
22 to rise up.
24.
Ooh. Pause is the storm main tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that.
24 to offbeat. Going once.
25,
Yeah, get rid of the synergy from them.
27 offbeat. Going once. Going twice. Sold offbeat for 27. That is some synergy right there. Look out.
'Twas the plan.
Wait,
Playing
Offbeat, you're
along.
playing on your own team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
You just drafting storm over there, offbeat?
I
Look
mean,
at my
hey, some people are just trying to draft their own teams.
That's
You
what I
picked
tried
two
to
main
do, but then
tanks.
everybody was like, no.
You have 2 now. Good job.
You got 2 main tanks, offbeat.
Yeah. We'll
You can
figure
put
it
a
out.
bird on the support.
Mins for 1.
1,
2,
3,
4.
10,
Rise up, which one are you? 51? Okay.
Is Psyche even on here? Oh, you
Psyche
can-
is not on here. Don't know why. I'm gonna go with 15.
20,
25.
26,
27.
27 to 3.
Mins is washed.
Going once. Twice. Sold for 23.
Weren't we on
Was it-
27? I'll be honest. Yeah.
Good catch.
Oh my god, Fluff with the Fluff emote in the chat. Don't worry, Fluff, I'm coming for you.
Okay. Let's do hot for 1. Projectile.
It's chilly, if anyone was wondering.
I have my DPS.
For 1. It's a free projectile at this point.
She's not bad.
2, I guess.
2 to crazy. Going once. Going twice. Sold for 2. Nice little steal there.
How using his budget, the last bit of his budget. I have 14 left. Damn.
All right. Let's do Sam Lorenz.
He came to Pugs.
He did come to Pugs. Any take?
Need another support.
Off tank? Anyone? Think about trades here, people.
1.
1 to crazy.
2.
2 to rise up.
That
Going
is the
once.
wrong person.
Like,
The-
yeah, one more person?
What was that?
no, you just have cooking on the wrong box.
So rise up for 2 still, right? All right, sold. All right. Let's do Munster. Tie Munster.
I have main tank.
1,
2.
3,
I'll go 4.
10.
10 to rise up. Going once. Going twice. Sold to rise up for 10.
It's a steal.
Pretty good deal.
Wait, 3. You have 2 people, but only 33 credits.
God, I don't know. I don't think the math is right on that, but I'm not gonna question it. I guess it is, right?
It is, because that's
That's
67.
weird.
God, you guys won't even just draft my dream team.
You put some weird value on things, 3.
I didn't put any weird value. Those are valuable people.
A lot of weird value on things, but
All right. Let's get some of these hit scans drafted. Orion for 1.
1,
2,
3.
4,
5,
Crazy for 5.
6.
7.
7 to rise up. Going once. Going twice. Sold for 7 to rise up. Rise up, your team is full for right now. Okay.
Rip rise up.
Dot for 1.
1,
2,
3.
4,
Stop. 5.
6.
Let's go
Who
crazy.
is betting? Crazy? Shut
Do it
up.
to him.
6 to crazy.
7. Are we done? Did I close?
I'm done. You got it.
All right.
Mevin,
Going
Oh
to
yeah,
three.
can I have it for 7?
Any rebuts?
Give me dark, please. I don't have anybody on my fucking roster. I don't know what to do.
3 for 7. All right. SVG. Come on, y'all. Think about these trades. SVG can also play support. Hot take.
Who's SVG?
No idea.
There are 2 sandstorms.
Wait, I'm
Listen.
at this rate. I'm not even gonna have
I
6
don't
on my
even know
team.
which sandstorm is which at this point, but there's
Yeah.
2 of them. You're correct.
We don't have enough for the amount of teams we have.
I think I got SPG number 1. I'm gonna take that.
Who was that? Was that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have him for 1 unless anybody's got anything else to say.
5.
5 to offbeat.
6.
We're gonna run out of players here, Spen.
7.
7 offbeat. Sold.
Beat out here with the tank DPS team. They only play really so
Three's got 3 spots left. There's 2. There's only 4 players left. Yeah, that's a rip.
Yeah, well,
we had
you-
some duplicates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but it's
That's
fine
not
because
bad.
coaches are gonna play, so they just need 5.
Yeah,
But they're-
that's fair. You 2 are playing, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not playing.
Oh,
Oh,
you
and
better.
You kind of
You
have
gotta
to.
use this 26
Yeah.
Wisely, or get some
Yeah.
trades for free.
Okay.
All right.
I can give you a trade.
Go for Peachy here.
I'll give you a bro
Or
move.
Fluff.
Let's do
Do
Laura.
Fluff. Do Fluff.
Laura for 1.
2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
14.
15.
Fuck.
Wait, I can have it?
I can go above
Going
14.
once,
Oh,
going
gimme.
twice. Sold. to
I
3
got
for
Aurora
15.
for 15. What the fuck are you guys doing?
I don't have any more. He's the best fucking off tank here. I was going for
He's
the
the
whole
best
time.
fucking off tank. I've been waiting for him the whole time. Oh, I'm
Alright.
gonna be playing DPS or something on my own team.
Sandstorm.
3.
Do it. 16.
16 to crazy?
Selling
17.
out. Damn it, we're not selling out.
17 to offbeat. Going once.
Rip.
Going twice. Sold. This really do be like a storm team, man.
You know, at this point, might as well play into it.
Alright.
The only Widowmaker Ringer team. I wanna
3,
see
you
it.
effectively need one more here.
Yeah, I know. I know who I want. I wanted him from the beginning. He's always been my dream.
You want Fluff, don't you?
Nobody outbid me at 12. That would be mean.
Crazy
That would
do
be
it.
unforgivable.
Oh, if
no,
only,
there'd be no
if
reason
only
for
I
you to
had
do
the
that.
currency to outbid you.
There would be no reason for you to outbid me, buddy.
If only.
Fluff
it.
for 1.
12 or 11. Please don't outbid
12.
me,
I'll
please.
take him for 12.
No! No!
Crazy.
No, what
Crazy
can I?
for
No,
12.
no.
Hey, this is
Retract that.
revenge.
Retract that.
You know what? Make
Retract
it
that.
13.
No, not that. No.
Going once.
No.
Crazy,
No.
just sell out at 16.
Going
14.
twice. Sold for 13 to
I said
crazy.
14.
So what do I get? Peach?
Off piece at 14.
16.
16 to crazy.
17.
Stop doing that.
Someone can outbid that.
Double roll.
17 offbeat. Going once. Going
Someone can do
twice.
17.
Sold for 17.
3 is crying.
3 is crying.
Man, I sat here for 2 hours waiting to get my best friend Fluffalo, and then you guys just have to rip my dreams out.
All right,
It's
so
whatever.
effectively by default, 3,
I get Pichu.
you get Pichu.
Thank God, at least I get someone.
I didn't take Pichu.
So we got to make this semi-even here. Sorry, Pichu, that we didn't put a value on you.
Features worth
I
all
know
the remaining credits.
All right, so now that we have effectively drafted, we now get to do the trades. So we're going to go from left to right here in that order. Mevin, you can propose a trade. If somebody directly says no to you or doesn't offer you a counter trade, nobody else speak. Just who they're talking to for clarity.
What do I want? Slinky for PX, crazy?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
I don't need support players.
Is PX in the chat? Is my question.
No idea. I don't know either.
Do I
of
have
these
2
people.
free slots to get random people for my other
Okay.
team?
Give me 1 second here. Okay. Crazy? Go ahead and make a trade if you would like.
I think I'm good.
You do not want to make a trade.
Actually, wait. Hot for Koi. Is that doable?
Who?
Hot for Koi. Pascal's port.
Ask Pascal, man.
Is
No,
Tashi
I need
Coco?
both my supports. That's a no.
That is a no. All right, Pascal, any trades you'd like to make?
Maybe if I actually knew who I had, but I don't know who half these people are. I just
Just
update
trust.
people for them.
Trust, man. Just trust.
So I'm gonna stand pat for now.
Okay. No trades for Pascal. Rise up. Any trades?
Pascal, I'll give you Sam for Mike.
Just said I wanted to keep my supports, so no.
Sam's much better.
I have to try.
That is a no, man. Rip. Offbeat. Any trades?
Fluff for Pichu 3.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
You're welcome.
This is
Wow.
the biggest.
What a sellout.
He
this
loves
is,
me.
Wow. This I just don't
I'm
have
tearing
words.
up. All right, in that case, I do get a trade. So, does anyone want to give me someone? I
Really
literally
for that.
can't play in this tournament. Can I
Literally
get a
no
ringer
answer.
for myself?
I can give you the
Yeah, you
lowest
can get a
rank
ringer.
my
You can
duo
fill.
thing.
I can get a ringer for myself.
Yes.
I don't-
Okay, then that's fine. I'm fine. I don't need any trades.
If you want Gucci, you can have him. It's up to you, though.
I can just have him for free?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take Vert for free. Sure.
Wow, Offbeat's really.
Yeah,
giving out
thank you,
handouts here.
Offbeat.
This has been
Two
wild.
main tanks.
And Bert called you a simp in the chat, but now
don't care.
now your tone's gotta change for you just got given to the best team.
I wouldn't go that far.
This
And Bert's
is,
gonna
this is,
Bert, you're gonna be on like DPS or something.
this
Have
is
fun.
literally Storm, by the way. That's wild.
Yeah,
oh,
so
I
they're gonna
decided
start.
on a team name. It's called Not Storm.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
someone's gonna get rolled.
Hold on, we're gonna capitalize it like this because creative freedom.
Yeah.
All right, Madden, you got any other trades you want?
Wolfie.
Not
Is
that
Coco
anybody's probably gonna say
Watashi?
yes.
Yeah, Coco is Watashi.
Correct.
Oh, my team is. I'm good. My team's stacked. I'm out of here.
No trades from Evan.
No. Probably
Grace,
the
you
free
good?
off tank slot too.
I'm good.
Pascal, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Rise up.
Can I just make an open offer to anyone for a support player?
Sure.
No, I had the two best supports here, so sorry.
Any takers on that offer?
Why don't you support Ryza?
Yeah, I'm the only one.
Just stick Chris on support. He's
Alright,
got
Yeah,
a
put
good
Chris
I'll
on.
try.
He's got
I
a
don't
good
know.
Alicia.
All right, so
No takers?
off the table then. Never mind.
Okay. Offbeat, you set?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Three.
good.
Three's good. All right. Does anybody else have any other trades they want to make? Otherwise, we're going to close this. Hearing nothing means we're good. All right. So for those of you watching at home, those of you that are going to be playing in this tournament, these are your teams. Screenshot, look at it. Your coaches are going to be reaching out to you, hopefully, and getting you involved here. And we will
Wait.
see you all tomorrow night for the start of the matches. We're going to turn it back to the desk now. So thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, my team's gonna roll.
I love the baby photos, by the way. Where did those come from? What are we doing with baby photos?
Who has baby photos?
Oh, we're on. Okay. Hey,
Oh,
what's
wait,
going
we're
on?
on?
Welcome back, everybody. Quick flop over. But as you all just saw, draft just got over with. Thank you all so much for participating in the draft, being the coaches, the players, and the production staff behind it. Super awesome, super funny and fun. I've never had so much fun watching an auction draft in my life. But that being said, we saw some crazy pickups for really, really cheap prices. We also saw some crazy high prices at the very beginning, but the one thing we got to start with is Ty, you went for 10.
I went for 10. I
Went
mean,
for 10. How do you feel?
I was the last main take available. I believe I can actually check the list right now. I believe I was the cheapest. Yeah, I was the cheapest by 2 points. No, actually, no. There's another one.
Sec
who's
was
cheaper.
3.
Sec was 3. Sorry, I'm the second cheapest, which means I'm the second worst main take. Don't worry about it. Okay. But you know what? I went for 3 or 10. 10. I'll take that. They
Yeah,
didn't see me.
When you got picked up for 10, we obviously saw the start of the rounds, right? First, this is very number one overall pick, as we thought it might be. Mini comes through. Shiny DPS comes through. Number one overall pick. First amount of money spent, 43. 43 out the gate, and right behind that was Tuna,
Ooh.
one of the best main supports at 40. So our top 2 picks, 40 plus spent. That's 40% budget spent on one pick.
Well,
Tell me.
You're
Yeah,
forgetting
go ahead.
prepaid. Wolfie went for 47. That was the highest projectile player that went out. And
That was a
my
high
biggest
one.
surprise was Hot. We saw Hot pop up on that blade, and he went for a steal for 2.
Hot going for 2
Yeah,
was
That's not a steal. That's a crime.
yeah. Someone got robbed. That's what just happened.
Yes.
They got mauled in the parking lot.
Oh.
Okay, let's kick it over to Sid real quick. Sid, just tell me about these top 2 first picks real quick. Why did they go for so much so early?
Well, that is definitely part of the drafting strategy. Anyone who's ever played like fantasy football or any fantasy league for that matter, the strategy is you want to pick those players that you have your eyeballs on, that you think will bring the most value to your team, and you hold them. You invest everything into your first 2 and let the rest of them fall where it may. And, I have to say, they poured it out in the first one, did a great job waiting it out until they found the next big pick that they really had their eye on. If you're going to drop big on a couple players, you got to pick them right and make sure you don't trade them.
Yeah, and the one thing I wanted to point out for anybody that was wondering, what we do is for the ringers. So let's say a team drops a player, someone can't participate tomorrow. What we do is we take the average SR of your team within 100, and you can go find a ringer within that SR. So to give you an example, if your team's SR is within 3,000, then you can go to 3,100 to 2,900 and find yourself a ringer in that range. Okay, because we don't want someone just going picking up a top 500 and stomping through the tournament. We want your team's average and then a little bit more or less. So that's how we'll do that. If the team's ended up not having enough, one of the coaches can't play, someone gets sick, hopefully not. But that's how we would cover that hole up. But that being said, 3 had an interesting strategy. I want to point out 3. 3 spends big money, 40 buccarinos in the start, and doesn't pick up another pick for the first 20 picks. Just sits there and bides time. Now, we heard 3 at the end saying, I'm waiting for my people, but ended up losing Fluffalo because no money. 27 on the next 40 and then 27 on the next pick. You're out of money. That strategy was wild.
And we did hear some panic, oh no, I might not have a team.
A little bit of stinkies.
What am I going to do? My best friend Fluffalo, I don't have him.
Mathematically,
Give me some charity team players.
Mathematically, 40 plus 27 is over 30 or over 2/3 of your budget on 1/3 of your roster.
Oof.
So
Oof.
that means that you have spent double the amount that you probably should have on 2 players, leaving the scraps to get. Like you gotta spend scraps on scraps. At that point.
I mean, just thinking about it in just a mathematical sense, it makes no sense. But what 3 ended up getting was a fairly decent roster at the end. Yes, some charitable moves, sure. But the 3 solid picks that were picked up, if I'm not mistaken, were Tuna, Fluffalo, and Laura. For 11, by the way. Pretty decent. Or what was it, 13? It was a
50.
reasonably
15, yeah.
low price for the first two picks that happened.
Only
So
50%
that
better than
saved him.
me.
Yeah, 3 got bailed out by getting such a cheap off tank.
And we saw Gucci and Aurora play together, and they were such a powerful tank lineup. Aura just keeping Gucci alive with the bubbles, and so I'm pretty excited to see both of them play together. And I was even surprised that Gucci was just a free giveaway, 2-3 in the end.
That is craziness. And then I want Sid to like walk me through this process because you seem to be a little bit more on the strategy side of things. What's the strategy behind all of these hit scan DPS? We saw a mini go high. Then we saw, if I'm not mistaken, Wolfie projectile go super high. But every other DPS pretty much went in either the single digits or just barely breaking double digits.
SVG was actually I believe the third highest at 27.
Right. So SVG goes for 27, and everybody else is in the teens, if not the single digits. Did the DPS just fall off the end of the earth, or did they think they weren't that important?
I was even.
It's all good. No, there's no way that's the case. It depends. It just comes down to the coaches and their drafting style. Some of these coaches are definitely aware of what DPS can bring to the table. And I think that also they're reflecting on, if they have to play, what they need covered for themselves as well. So I do think that could be a reflection on what they view as potentially their biggest weakness for themselves and, how they can compensate for them. But, like we said, it's possible that DPS isn't the first thing on some of these coaches' minds. And, 3 didn't buy DPS right out of the gate. So that's definitely a testament to that statement there.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. And Tropic, you were going to add something onto that.
I forgot my train of thought, but my surprise, and I'm not sure if Mevin planned this, but when he traded for PXM and Vel have played together on a team as a support duo. So that synergy in itself is going to be a pretty strong, pretty positive for Mevin coming in.
That's a huge advantage already to have experience playing as a team.
Yeah.
That's true. Playing as a team is always a good thing. And that's the important thing with the random team draft here is that you definitely want to get people that have played together. But I'm just going to mention chat real quick. They're saying Mevin, the Executioners team, has stolen the Shaz and Big Goose of FA. That is high praise for some of these players. And I find myself hard I can't disagree with that at all. It's hard to argue with that point.
I mean, I would rather have the shoe and moth than the Shaz and Big Goose. Me.
Moth. Oh my goodness. But self-praise though. Yeah, I mean, to be fair to the players here, the number value, you got to think early in the draft, some coaches get a little antsy, get a little excited, throw out a big amount of money. Near the end, we saw a lot of these coaches were sweating because they wanted someone and they just didn't have enough money, but the other person didn't either. Now it became a game of chicken. And I loved watching the game of chicken. I have 11. I have 12. Who's going to win this? Because you both still need one more player. So it's like, oh, man, it was so good.
My favorite was I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was going to say we saw some of that betting happen, especially initially, where they just that's part of how it works at auctions, right? And part of the mental game. You just raise the price because you can and because it strains them and depletes their resources. And that's what you do to win.
My favorite mind game was when they're like, "You don't need him.
Oh,
you don't want him.
That's not something you need.
Yeah, that's not something you need.
What are you talking about over there, Offbeat? You don't need no tanks. You're fine. You're all right. You're doing great.
Don't worry about me. I'm totally not strategizing with my team right now.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no behind the scenes talks going on.
Nothing.
So I'm just going to save predictions for tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, the rosters will solidify. We'll find out if there's any ringers, and then that way we can make solid predictions on the desk. But what I want to do now is just talk about the trading. We saw a really, really nice move out of Offbeat, taking a little bit lighthearted here a little bit. Offbeat, really, really sweet move to give 3 Gucci for free. Y'all love to see that.
And Fluffalo.
Gave up Fluffalo for Pichu.
Now, it wasn't all out of the kindness of their hearts because that roster is basically an actual team in this organization. So as much as sweet as it was, you guys still got what you wanted. Let's just be
Yeah,
honest.
no, exactly. And like we were talking about before, is they already have the synergy. They play in scrims on a weekly basis. So bringing that in, that's also an up in itself.
Yeah, Art got his team. But yeah, we'll see how they do in this tournament. It's going to be a big factor. Teamwork always shows up big. I remember back to the Bay Sixers. They were a randomly organized team, but they had some great in-game leaders, and they ended up going all the way to the finals in our third one, I believe. Second one, we had a bunch of individual all-stars. So you can win in a variety of different ways with this. You can grab some all-stars, or you can grab a band of brothers and run it all the way to the finals. I'm excited to see how that goes. But Ty, how do you feeling about your team? I hear you typing over there.
No, hang on.
Hang on. I mean, your roster's pretty stacked as well. I mean, we could go into if you guys let's send it over to Tropic, right? I see you're probably looking at the list.
Yeah, and honestly, another one I was surprised on Ty's team was Matt Thriller. We saw him pop off against Revenant, and he went for 8. That was such a steal. Cool. And also, and Orion Orion also was popping off on our first map in Pugs. So I think that they have a very strong.
Hello.
They have a really strong DPS lineup and work. I am not positive who work is, but I've heard that he puts hella work into his team, and so seems like all in all they have a really
work
strong
is Fresco or Chris
time.
Also.
Oh, I know Fresco.
Yep, Fresco.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Fresco,
I know
obviously,
you now.
big hitter. Yep.
Big hitter.
But okay, so we got the coaches also playing in. Most of the coaches, some coaches obviously, as you heard, 3. Can't wait to roll Mevin. 3 can't participate, which is tragic because 3 is always fun to have at these tournaments. But looking at the tradings that happened, besides the sweetheart moment, we saw trade right out the gate from I can't remember Hobo, and they, like you said, got that team synergy. Was that the steal of the trade round? Do you think? Is that what? Let's go to Tropic first. Like, do you think that was the steal of the night? Is getting 2 teammates?
I think that was a steal, but I honestly think giving away Gucci was an even bigger just steal for 3. Because they have that tank lineup. We saw them in Pugs. I do think that Vel and PXM are gonna be awesome, especially since they've played with Mevin in the past as a support duo. And so that's also really big. But I'm also not sure who Shay Fresh is. So that Zarya or whomever that off tank is kind of a toss up for Mevin.
What about you, Sid? What do you think was what trade or what pick stood out to you most? Which one were you most excited when it happened?
Excited when it happened. Jeez. I was ready for a different question.
Snap.
I don't know yet. I'll have to come back to that question.
All right. Well,
to be honest, I was surprised that Secularis only went for 3. That actually blew me away a little bit. They did really well, I thought, in the beginning, especially. Had some solid shatter blocks. So on that front, and then Aurora only at 15 with the great Zarya play. I'm a big Zarya fan myself and what she can bring to the table and damage negating. So I thought that was a crazy steal on that front.
Oh, okay, quick update. Watashi is Coco. And I know you guys might not know what Coco is, but Coco is a fantastic support player as well.
Okay, yeah. So, in my opinion, the biggest steal was a tie between Hot and Sneak. Like, those 2 players are extremely mechanically gifted. And going for 2 and 3, respectively, is insane. Both of those players easily could have gone into, like, mid-high double digits, like 30s, 40s. And they went for 2 and 3.
I'm sorry. Coco's hits can. I misspoke. I knew that. I'm sorry, Coco. Anyway. Going for 2 and 3, you were saying. Ty.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry. Listen, we're working on things here. But yeah, 2 and 3 for those 2 players. When they had breakout performances yesterday and today, to my knowledge. They're great. And 2 and 3 it's ridiculous. I would have gone for 20 on one of those. The fact that nobody else wanted them, it's ridiculous.
I know. I mean, you saw a lot of ones coming out, and it was just maybe it was because the teams were already set. Maybe they just didn't think they needed it. But I mean, honestly, I would have pushed the price up on a lot of y'all. Like a lot of y'all got stolen crazy.
You know,
I'm surprised points were left over.
Yeah.
I'm pretty curious with this sort of numeric value going to each player. Like for those that were bidded for a low amount, like if that's just going to be even more encouragement, it's like, oh, you thought I was 2? Well, you'll see tomorrow what I actually am. And if the pressure is on now for those that were high bids, like Wolfie, Minnie, and Tuna, if it's like, oh, no pressure, but lots of pressure.
But I spent all of my money to get you on my team.
Exactly.
And we see that happen though with normal sports teams. They spend this huge money on one single all-star, and the all-star can't carry the team because it's a team game. Surprise.
I spent $50 on you. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? You're letting me down. But I will say this, and I've known Pichu for a really long time. Pichu for me was the steal at the end. Just kind of getting picked up, kind of went under the radar. Absolutely phenomenal player. Can do anything your team asks him to do. Flexing everywhere. So I can't wait to see what Pichu does with being the last pick in the draft. Not by choice and not by value, just because Spen decided that was who would be last. So blame it all on Spen, everybody.
I mean, if he's a sleeper, he's a sleeper. So ready for him to bring the heat.
Absolutely. But to wrap it all up to the end of the night, I have to have a big shout out to all 3 of you and to our man behind the scenes, Biscuit. Absolutely just putting on a fantastic show. To Spen, putting all this together. 3, helping run the lobby. To all of our coaches participating and all the players that signed up. We have to thank you and can't thank you enough of how great it is that you guys came out, showed your support tonight, had a lot of fun. But in the meantime, we are coming back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. We start the tournament. We will have ourselves a nice 6-man bracket going game 1 starting at 8, and we'll go in all the way to the finals. We will see which team prevails in the end of who is going to be the hungriest in this Feast of Feeders. I can't wait for it. I hope you can't wait for it. And we will see you back here tomorrow night. Say bye, everybody.
I didn't eat much damn
Bye.
hungry.